1, no strikes.
1-0.
And he swings over the top there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fly ball down the line.
Come on. Move it.
Pajes flashes the leather on the running catch. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And he makes the catch. 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. That one outside. Ball 1. And another ball.
Come on, showtime.
Now 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So a man at first. Here's Nolan Arenado on the ground, and foul ball. And it's even up. And there's a ball.
2 balls.
Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone.
All right, Dodgers. Whoa.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
All right, Dodgers. Woo.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Come on, get it together.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
At the plate, Brendan Donovan. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. In the air, left field, down the line. Hernandez makes the catch, and that is that. So the Cards strand a couple. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Sonny Gray.
great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Bottom of the first, Mookie Betts will get us started. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one's in there, and that is strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Betts chasing that time.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out to short, win.
Get there. Get there.
Whips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace-caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Right through there for a strike. One out, base is empty.
Ball, inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Here is Freddie Freeman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. Caught him looking for the K. Dodgers go down quietly. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Ohtani back to work. That one misses. 1-0. Nootbaar batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Punch him out.
The pitch. That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. Got him. And there's one down.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. That one misses, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Let's go, Dodgers.
And base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting 8th, catcher.
And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Double play. Strike.
Ball one low. Right through there for a strike. Walker over at first with one away.
Swing. 2-1.
In the dirt.
Ball 3. That's right, LA.
Fought off foul. Man at first, one away.
Sit him down.
Chases that one out of the zone. And there are two down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Ohtani picks to first, and he's back in on a dive. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. And now two aboard.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. And he takes one right on the black. It's 0-1. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Going to count 1 and 2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We head to the bottom of the second, and now Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Curve in the dirt. And that's outside. That's outside. And a full count now.
Careful.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
On the ground to third. Oh, the throw is over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it, cost him an extra base too.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Max Muncy. Going to 1.
0-1. Let's go, Funky Muncy.
Man at second. That one almost got him.
2 straight.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second here. 1 gone.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul.
Now pitching for
Riley
St. Louis.
O'Brien is forced to the mound after the injury.
Riley O'Brien.
Let's go, Los Angeles.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two outs. And that drops in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
One and two.
In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Dodgers.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Off the mark there. And it's 3-2. Michael Conforto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him. And that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, one error, and a runner left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. No score. Back here in St. Louis, and now the DH, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
That misses, and that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That clips the corner. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Contreras now. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That's in there. Strike 1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
Strike him out.
And that's way high. And the count is 2-2.
Finish him.
Stays alive. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
3 balls. 2 strikes. Sit him down.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He reached on a walk his first time. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls. No strike.
Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Let's go, Dodgers!
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Up with it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the inning, the batter will be Michael Conforto.
Designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
First pitch, not close. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
2 balls, 2 strike.
Just missed.
3 and 2.
This one in the air center field. Scott settles under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
And up next for Los Angeles, Haesung Kim. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's in for a strike.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that's down and away. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. In the air, left field, down the line. Nootbaar makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the short.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2 down, nobody on. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 3. And there's the automatic.
3 and 1.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Edman at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Let's go, Dodgers.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave 1, still no score. As we go to the top of the 4th, now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And a big swing and a miss.
You know, these Cardinals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it is gone. A solo shot. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
Get to!
First pitch misses. Strike one. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, top half of inning number 4. And that's too high.
1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2-2 now. That's down and in. Got him looking. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Herrera in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Way outside, straight to the backstop. Nootbaar into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. That one missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's in there, and it's 3-1. Nootbaar leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the grab on the run.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder Victor Scott II.
Victor Scott getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 strike.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 3.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Next offering in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So the lineup flips over. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. Way outside, ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Michael Grove looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia warming up as well. First and second, 2 down. And that is out of play. Laser could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ohtani will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Tony Gonsolin comes on now.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Burleson now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. That's outside, and the count even 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Fouled off left side. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But 3 score in the inning, 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Freddie Freeman.
Let's go, Dodgers!
Let's go Dodgers! Let's go Dodgers!
What a stop.
Get it in gear!
Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that misses. And that's ball 1. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And the inning is over. New inning getting started, and now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. One of the notes on Tony Gonsolin that's fun, he likes cats. I think on his glove it says the Cat Man. That one is upstairs.
1 ball, no strike.
Gonsolin, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2016. Lifted in the air, right field.
All right, let's go!
Pajes puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
Nato comes in to take his cuts. He is struck out, and he is walked. Pitch misses. 1-0.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. He's already homered here in this one. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Good now.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Gonsolin turns, fires. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gonsolin fires. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here comes Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
O'Brien back to work. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Kyle Leahy up and throwing. Thompson also getting ready. Swing and a pop-up. Donovan. And it's caught for the out.
Unbelievable.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. Struck out swinging his first time. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come
0-1.
from behind and try and get that offense going. The Cards leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Right side,
Nope,
and
that's
that's just foul. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Conforto in the box now. No balls and a strike. The 0-2. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Dodgers nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Lars Nootbaar. To the right side, and foul ball.
You know, these Cards putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Handles, throws to first. One up, one down.
Batting, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker digs in now. 1 for 2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
First pitch just misses. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Let's turn 2.
Now, Ivan Herrera, runner on the move. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Scott.
Now up for
II.
St. Louis, Victor Scott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in St. Louis, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Fernandez getting loose out there. Liberator getting cranked up as well. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here.
A flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Mookie Betts, the next to hit. The shortstop takes the ball. Off the plate, now 2-0. That one ripped, but foul. The Dodgers yet to pick up a hit here. Line drive and foul ball.
Come on, Los Angeles.
That one to first. Boots it. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Now batting, center fielder, Tommy Edman.
2 down, bases empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. That's in there. It's strike 1 on Edman. Right through there for a strike.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Way inside, gets out of the way. The Dodgers trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
All right, Los Angeles.
Next offering is in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Dodgers down in order. Still down 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Go, LA!
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alec
Now the
Burleson.
number 2 hitter, Alec Burleson. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, right field, Pajes. And there's 2 away.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilson
2 outs,
Contreras.
base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And it's fouled away.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Hard grounder just inside the line. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So runner at second, 2 down. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Just missed.
1-0.
Contreras on at second with 2 down. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman makes the play, and that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they lead at 3-0.
Peanuts here.
pitching for
We're
St.
back in a new
Louis.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
seventh.
64.
Ryan Fernandez.
Ryan Fernandez.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman.
Freeman.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And a strike in there.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That's a slider for a strike.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Tapped softly on the ground. Contreras throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Now
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
All right, Dodgers.
Swings through that.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back, and a new
Dodgers.
arm on the mound to start the eighth.
Number
Alex
51.
Vesia.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. He's already homered in this game. Vesia, in his fifth season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next one misses, 1-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Looking good, Dodgers.
Late on that fastball.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Missed with a changeup, and the count's full.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's the left
Lars
fielder,
Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar. 1 for 3.
Here we go. Turn two.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here.
Get it.
Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. He's in there. Man at second. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Michael Grove looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Next pitch is outside. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Swing.
And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
3-2.
In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. It gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Man, that feels so good when you can win a battle like that. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Outside, and that's ball 1. Nootbaar leads off first with 1 away. On the corner for a strike.
1-2.
Outside. That's towards center.
All right.
2 down.
All right, here we go.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Herrera.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera.
All right, Dodgers. Woo!
In there at the knees. And that's strike 1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Two outs. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. The Cards leave 1, but they lead at 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matthew Liberator.
Now pitching for St. Louis. Number 52, Matthew Liberator.
Here's Muncy to hit.
Leads off for the
And this
Dodgers.
lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th.
Max Muncy.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Helsley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch is outside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one off the mark, and the count's even at 2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Contreras under it, and he's got it. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Michael Conforto. That one hit to right. Walker makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Banda.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Victor Scott. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 0-2. That one way inside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Win. Batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one almost got him. Now it's 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Burleson stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses, and it's 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That's
2 down, nobody on. Fights it off, he'll see another. Swings and misses, it's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 9th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Ryan Helsley.
Hesung Kim getting ready to hit. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Helsley, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. 3 outs from a no-hitter. And that one fouled off.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Next pitch, not close, up high.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Next offering is down low.
Let's go, Dodgers! Hey, you got this!
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
One of their last chances to break up the no-no. Oh, and this one's hammered, and it's not coming back. And there goes the bid in history. Their first hit finally comes on a homer. And they're chipping away. It's 3-1.
Well, there goes the shutout, just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
And here comes Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Out to short, Wynn.
Come on.
Sends it across to first, and they get Edmund for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Helsley is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Romero is just 1 strike away. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Will Smith to the plate. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Inside, almost got him. With the winning run at the plate. Yeah, the home team trying to pull it out. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.